You feel that sun hit me right there. Hold up, right there, right there, right there. Got my book out like a professor in that bitch. Hold up, bro. Hey, yo, shout out Kai, bro. Shout out Kai, bro. And everybody else that attended Streaming University, man. There's a lot of names that I don't want to name because if I don't name them, then I'm gonna feel bad myself. But that event was something to behold, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. That event was something to be seen. Matter of fact, that that was new. That was something new that ain't never been done before. Now, shout out RDC, you know what I'm saying? Groups like that have done, group gatherings for fans, for other creators to come together and collab. But that was something that's never been seen before. They even had BBL Jizzy watching that bit, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy, bro. But I'm gonna give my opinion on why I think that was probably the best thing to happen for the internet in terms of for creators and just for the future of the internet, the power. Like he even said it himself. I don't know if I'm gonna have it just like this with me talking like this or I'm gonna edit a little bit, but Kai even said himself that there was Netflix that was trying to buy that, there was Amazon that was trying to buy that, there was Tubi that was trying to buy that, but he kept it independent, bro. Because one, there's power in independence. You get to have creative power over that, creative control. You don't have to water anything down, make it all PG. You ain't gotta whitewash it. You can make it just how you imagine it, just how you want it to be. And I feel like there was a lot of good things that came out of that for one, small creators, already established creators, medium, now they say, in between creators, ones that are trying to get seen, but ain't, they ain't under the radar type shit. There was a lot of good things that came out of that, and I'm gonna give my perspective. 'Cause clearly, I ain't go. Clearly, I did not go, but I learned a lot just from watching the classes, the clips, just how each streamer was interacting with each other. Like it was one. All right, let me just break it down like how I thought about it. Right, one first day, of course, everybody's getting used to it because it was just like, damn, like you didn't know what was gonna, what was gonna happen. You didn't really know what to expect, right? But seeing everybody there first day, that kind of already made me feel just the infinite possibilities that could go with an idea like that. Like I was watching I'm Dante first, shout out to him. I was watching his perspective at first and seeing all the streamers that he passed by, it was just like infinite crossovers. It's like it was like the Avengers whenever they finally came together, the Hulk, the nigga Iron Man, Captain America, it felt like them, but way, way, way more, bro. Like that's literally what it felt like. It felt like watching the Avengers come together on screen, bro. It was all the creators everybody knew that everybody was messing with. They were probably watching them in their designated streams and they saw other creators and they might want to hop to them. It was like it was like a TV show that everybody was filming. You just get to see their perspective. And I feel like that's very interesting because it's never been done like that before. You get to see everyone's life. It was like a real like reality TV show, but you get to see everyone else's life. Like everyone has their own channel for the same show, and like I said, it felt like an infinite amount of crossovers in one show. And the fact that you can just kind of do whatever you want, right? Like it was an idea of school, but it's streamer school, so it's not like you just being controlled to set schedule. You're kind of making the rules, but without like, of course, not doing no extra shit like how they started to do. You know what I'm saying? Some of the streamers started to do. It was first day, last day type shit. Like it was just a few things, you know what I'm saying? They was kind of like doing like tweaking, I guess, like tweaking out that even what Kai was saying. You could just tell, just like what they were trying to get clips. But for the most part, that experience, it felt like one, like a family. Like it felt like camp. I've only had an experience like that at camp. Um, where it's like you just kind of going amongst people you don't really know, getting outside of your comfort zone, but you end up really like kind of feeling like home. Like that felt like it felt like an opportunity to really go beyond. Instead of doing stuff everybody's always in their own world, you get to bring your world to one world. Everybody kind of, like I said, it's like infinite crossovers, bro. There was so many people I was watching after I got out of Dante's stream. I kept coming back, of course, visiting, but it was Dante, DDG, people was watching Duke, people was watching what's her name, India Loves, I'm saying, cooking with Kaya, that shit was crazy. I was watching Kai, the dean himself, bro. Like he was just like that. It was insane. You get my point, bro. There was so many different creators that got to come together and really express their creative ability, and it makes you really think, at least for me, what the future of the internet is gonna look like for other creators. Because I can tell after that stream, or after that event, they're like, you know what I'm saying, shit, but we gotta step it up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something crazy too. Like everybody, I'm a guess and I'm a assume that a lot more community is going to be made, is going to be developed because of this event. A lot of streamers are going to be doing more things together. Maybe for the short term, but I would hope for the long term they get more outside of their comfort zone and start, making a more community based online kind of place. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just bringing this stuff to real life. They come together instead of keep doing their own thing. That's really what it feels like the future of the internet will be because of that one event. I feel like it's easy, yeah, for me, like how I'm recording now, I'm by myself. This is just me in this world. I'm dolo, but I can only do so much by myself, you know what I'm saying? Versus other creative minds, other creators, just period, other artists, you get to bounce ideas off of them. You get to have just another mind, another entity, I guess you want to say, another soul to really interact with, to make infinite content. And the fact that it was a whole campus full of people with the same desire, with the same mission, it was a beautiful thing to see because you get to see the best and the worst of people. And what I believe, and this is only the beginning, I don't think this is the only season or only class, I must say, that Kai will ever have of this. I feel like in the future it would be a lot more, not even more planned out. I'm not saying he didn't plan it out, but it's like it'll be a lot more advanced. He'll already know what to expect and what to prepare for if this ever were to happen again. Because I feel like, just like what, like I said, with DreamCon and stuff like that, that's like the only other thing that I can really think of that creators like get together almost annually, every other year or every year for. This was one of those events. This is definitely one of those events, especially with me knowing that knowledge that Kai said himself of big names like Netflix, like I said, Tubi, Amazon trying to buy that. And he stuck on his guns, bro. He didn't sell out for that shit. He wanted to keep it independent, which is good because there's a lot of freedom that comes with independence, like I just said. And I feel like I said, a lot of other streamers, a lot of other creators are going to be pushing boundaries just like that. Because Kai graduated the same year as me, which is insane, which makes me feel more empowered. Like I'm not too late, nigga. I'm not too late. I wasn't pushing the gas on my content really at all until recently. Like I really didn't believe in myself until recently, and that put a fuel under me, that put a fire under me to really test my abilities as a creator. And I'm sure everyone else is like Blackboy Max. He just did Taco Tuesday with some of the similar creators, with some of the same creators that were just on the streaming university camp. Because I feel like one, they don't want that energy to die, which is kind of why some of them are agreeing to do this stuff like that too. Because it's just a cool experience. Like I said, it's like camp. You don't. I didn't want to go at first, but as soon as I was time to leave, though, I was crying because it was like, damn, you just didn't know what to expect. You never know how much to really love something until you really like just do it. You know what I'm saying? No Nike, no Nike, no Nike. But yeah, bro, hey, just the fuck up, man. Yeah, you lucky I missed, bitch, that nigga. But anyway, all I'm gonna say with this, keep it short and sweet. Kai, you did your thing, bro. You really did your thing with that, man. You really did something that's never been done before, and I feel like it's gonna change the way the internet, the way artists interact on the internet, the way they try to go for content on the internet, the way they just present themselves as just creators. Period. I feel like what he did was amazing, and like I said, it's gonna push boundaries. We're gonna see what creators try to do to top that, or if it can ever even be topped. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only some, like, it's like trying to reinvent the wheel, like they say, bro. You can either reinvent it or just make it better. And I feel like that's something that he just kind of set himself, bro. He put himself in his own lane for real. I don't know if you already heard that. That's already been said, but that's real. He put himself in his own fucking lane with that shit, bro. Like, that ass. It's insane how well that went. In my opinion, that was awesome. I was tuning into that shit like it was actual TV, only because you just didn't know what to expect with whatever streamer. Now, of course, there was like the smaller ones. I was looking at almost everybody. I was even looking at the bigger and smaller. The smaller ones, at least probably the ones like me, those are the ones that was just staying in the dorm, you know what I'm saying, staying online like this, doing this. They weren't really trying to get out there like that, which is fine, which is interesting, but it's just I wasn't inclined to look at them because they were just kind of they could have been doing that shit at home. They ain't have to go to streaming university to be playing a game like I am. But the ones that were out and about, that's the ones that I was going to tune into because you didn't know who you were going to see, what was going to happen, what they were going to do, what they would say. It was just that infinity. You didn't know. It's that curiosity, the mystery that I feel like Kai, he knew what he was after, bro, with that. Like, he knew exactly how that event, or at least how he pictured it. I feel like it was damn near perfect, dog. If it wasn't perfect, it was damn near perfect, because that was a beautiful sight to see, especially having him interacting with them as well. So him not just being limited to a spectator, but also interacting. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing, bro. Shout out to Kai, because that was something that I feel like is gonna change the way artists and just creators interact with each other on the internet, and just how they create content and how they decide to push boundaries in the future, bro. You know, it was very interesting, bro. And all I'm gonna say, it's inspired me. It's inspired me. I don't know what I'm gonna do, nigga. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? This my university right here in this bitch, in the middle of nowhere in this bitch. All them motherfuckers trapped. They ain't going nowhere, nigga. But yeah, I just want to. I just want to give. That's it. I just want to give everybody their props, not just Kai, but everybody who attended Streamer University, small, medium, large creators. They all did their thing, man. Even though I was just talking shit about the small ones, that not all of them were doing the whole stay in the dorm, stay out the way type shit. But some were. But the ones who got out their comfort zone, salute. The ones who were just there, bro, salute, because y'all were chosen for a reason. I hope he does this again. Don't know if I'd ever do that. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't really know if I'm built for a type of environment like that. Because I don't really do IRL shit. I'm not gonna lie. If I were to do that, nigga, I'm gonna be in the kitchen with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be outside with it, playing sports in it. I'm gonna do something that's like kind of like in my zone. Even though I said salute for them getting out their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be in my zone to get out my zone. If you feel me. But yeah, man. I just thought I just had to say that, man. This is really going to change the way content creation is looked at, the way it's made, and the way it's appreciated by artists and fans, bro. Like this was one of those events that you really kind of had to be there for, because we're gonna be seeing clips and videos about this probably until summer's over, to be honest, until the next season, like, you know what I'm saying, until weather changes, because yeah, this was one of those things, bro. This is definitely one of those things you had to be there for, just to study, not just, you know what I'm saying, just for entertainment, but like if you're like me, you just study the environment. And I already see the change after it ended. Is like they don't really want it to end. It's that vibe, it's that energy of just togetherness, of that, like I said, it's like infinite universes colliding, bro. As soon as you go home, it's quiet, it's still, and it's just you, and it's just kind of back to normal. That felt like, I don't even know how to describe it, bro. Like I said, it just feels like camp. Like you go somewhere with other people, and you just kind of have to adapt. And I already know it was good vibes, bro. I already know that last day was sad for them, because it's like, damn, it's back to normal. It's really back to normal. Like, I felt the same way after I got back from a camp. I was camping, not even just camp. I'm saying, we're still referencing camp and shit, but like I got back from a camping trip with some Israelites and shit, bro. It's like, damn, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go back to normal life, back to clocking in by my dolo. You feel me? Solo. But whenever you come together with other like-minded people, it makes you feel like you're a part of something larger than life. And I feel like no glaze, no glaze. Kai did that for them, bro. Kai did that for them. And salute, bro. Like I said, to all of them, because it wouldn't have been possible without them. But Kai, you know what I'm saying? He did do that shit. He did do that shit, bro. And that shit was crazy, man. He did something that's never been done before. And I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen next, bro. But I'm gonna just keep it at that before I start glazing again, bro. Shit, I'm starting to lag and shit. I'm starting to get choppy in a bit. But I'm gonna just keep it at that though. I need to finish this world. I ain't finished this shit. It's way more incomplete than I thought it was. I could have swore this looked a lot better too, but it's alright though. Oh, it was this. Yeah, it was this. My fault. Oops. I'm lying to myself. I'm gonna just leave it at that though, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Simple, short, sweet. Peace.